Hey, so Bianca O'Brien here. I wanted to be the first to congratulate you on starting on this new journey. I do want to share with you some information about the package that you just received. I know it can be a little overwhelming when we open that box, so I wanted to kind of walk you through the process of the first things that you should do to make sure that you get started right so that you are set up for success come Monday when you start, or not a Monday, whenever you decide to start your program. So the first thing that you need to do is really make sure that you open your package and everything that was supposed to be in there is in there. You should have received a book that looks like this. This is a general eating guide for you, independent of which program you're going to do. You can use this to help you lose weight, maintain, or just eat healthy. So we're going to start with this guy right here. It's called Portion Fix Eating Plan. And the first thing you want to do is to make sure that you do the calculation. So when you start, you're going to start by part A. It's right here and it is on page 7. So you first want to decide if you have a sedentary lifestyle, a moderate active lifestyle, or a highly active lifestyle, and you're going to pick which one of these categories you fit in. And then you're going to do the math. If you have a sedentary lifestyle, for example, you're going to take your current weight in pounds and you're going to multiply that by 11, and you're going to get your caloric baseline. Now that baseline is going to be different depending on what kind of lifestyle you have. So make sure you pick the right one for you. And there is a description there so you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about when you open it. Then part B, in the next page, you're going to take that caloric baseline, or that number that you had from the page before, and you're going to add either 400 or 700 depending on the program that you are doing. So make sure that you're following the right, you are picking the right programs here. Once you get that number, that gives you your maintenance calories. If you do not have weight to lose, you stop right there. That maintenance calorie is your calorie target for the day. If you do have weight to lose, you want to continue on to page 9, where you're going to deduct, or you're going to subtract 750, and that's going to be your calorie target. Now, based on that number, you're going to find your plan. So this is the third part here, where you're going to either be in plan A or B or C or D or E or F. And this will tell you how many of the little containers you get per day. So each of these containers, as you will see, if you keep on moving, they correspond to a different food group. So for example, the green one is for veggies. And when you open up your book on page 20, it tells you all the vegetables that can go in that container. Now, as long as it fits in this container, you can eat it. You got to make sure it closes though. You can't just fill it up to the top. So make sure that you pick the ones that you like from the food list. You'll see them for all of the containers. Even Shakeology has one, it's a red. So everything that you eat you will find in here. If it's in the book, you're allowed to eat it. If it's not in the book, you're not allowed to eat it. It doesn't matter if it's still a healthy food. This is just part of your program. So this is what you're going to be following. If it doesn't fit in here, then have it after you're done with your program. So it doesn't, or have it as a cheat. But make sure that you're following, you read this booklet through and you're following it, and you know exactly what goes into each, into which container, so that you are following the program the way it's meant to be followed. Even if you have like cheats like chocolate or wine, there is a place for them in the program, so make sure that you are following that. For example, a yellow container, you can substitute one of your carbs for a glass of wine, and that's, you can, if you know that you have like a wedding coming up on Saturday, you can make sure that you have your glass of wine on that Saturday, so that you don't have to deprive yourself of something that you would like to have. So there is room for cheats. I always tell people to pick a cheat meal, not a cheat day. So if you're following the program 80% of the time and you fall off 20%, you are a-okay. So I say plan a cheat meal by all means. If you know you have a party coming up, make it your meal, your cheat meal on that day, so that you are still on track with your program. Now, that is the nutrition part. Obviously, I have to talk about Shakeology because that fits into the program. So if you are following it with Shakeology, you're going to get either a box like this or a bag. The box comes with 24 servings. The bag comes with 30. So depending on what you picked, you may have a box or you may have a bag. You are supposed to have Shakeology every single day while you're doing the Beachbody program. You are, if you are trying to lose weight, I encourage you to replace one meal a day with Shakeology, not forgetting that it is a red container. And then if you add things to it like liquids like almond milk, or if you put fruit in it, then that also counts. So make sure that you take those away from your the daily amount of containers that you can have. Make sure you're drinking it every single day. It is not, Shakeology is not a protein replacement shake. It's not something that you drink after your workout, though it does have protein in it. It is actually a multivitamin. It's a dense nutrition food. So you are actually getting a full meal, a full 5 servings of fruits and vegetables when you drink this. So you are actually filling in the missing links of your diet when you drink this. It's a multivitamin, and you actually do need it, because when you're going through a new, like when you're trying to change your eating habits, it is a challenge, right? You're going to have cravings. Your body is going to want the things that it's not supposed to have and is addicted to, like sugar and all that stuff. Shakeology really helps with that. It's going to make sure that you don't have those cravings. It's going to make sure that you're full and your appetite is not as big as normal. It's going to keep you full so that you have that secret weapon that's going to help you stay on track with your program. So it is much needed. It is much appreciated. Make sure you're having it every day, because it is not something that if you have on occasion, it's kind of like a medicine. Like let's say you have high blood pressure. You can't just take your high blood pressure medication when you get high blood pressure. You have to take it every day so that you don't get high blood pressure. It works the same way. You have to take it every day, so to make sure that you keep all that stuff at bay so it doesn't happen to you, so you don't fall off track. Because people get really discouraged when they're doing something and they keep falling off and they keep giving up and they have to restart. That's when people get discouraged. We want you to start and finish the program strong. So that Shakeology is really going to help with that. Make sure you're having it each day. Now, as far as workouts go, you have access to our Beachbody On Demand website. That is like a Netflix for fitness. So when you log on to your Beachbody On Demand website, and you can do this whenever you sign up. You do not need to wait for your package to arrive. Once you sign up, you have access to it. So you have access to all the programs under there. So when you log in with the email you used to sign up and the password that you created, you're going to log in and you're going to see all of our workout programs. Now from there, you can either you can use the tools that are there to help you pick a program. Make sure you let your coach know which program you decided to do. Or you can already have picked your program, like the 21-day fix is a really, really good starting point. Clean week is excellent. If you're still waiting for your package to arrive, you can start there. But I definitely recommend the 21-day fix as a great starting point for everybody that's trying to lose weight or learn how to eat healthy. So you can start there. It's 21 days. It's very easy. You will find the icon for the 21-day fix. Once you click on it, you will see on the right side a tab called Program Materials. If you click on that, it's actually going to give you all the program materials for that program. So all the eating guides, the container counts, recipes, everything, meal plans, everything that you need, the tally sheets, everything is on there. You get the calendar so you know which workouts to do on which day. It is actually very, very easy to use, but I wanted to run through that because I wanted to make sure that you knew that that's where you access your workouts. Again, that website is called beachbodyondemand.com. So that's pretty much all you need to know for now. I'll give you some of my tips. Make sure you plan ahead. The more you plan, the better success you're gonna have, and that's something that I've seen over and over with our challengers. If you take some time to go through the booklet, make your meal plan, decide on which foods you're going to eat, go to the grocery store, buy those foods, stock your fridge up with them, get rid of all the junk that's in your house, you're actually setting yourself up for success. And if you actually take time and kind of prepare some of these foods ahead of time, you're going to avoid getting to that point where you're really hangry, right? Which we all know what that feels like. And you avoid like having to go through a drive-through or, just kind of like getting off your plan because you're not ready. You weren't ready. You don't have something readily available to eat. So I give you those tips, make those meal plans, prep those meals ahead of time. I do 3-4 days at a time. I stock those meals up on my fridge, and even if I'm eating out, I kind of plan ahead, look at the menu, and I pick the things that I'm going to eat beforehand. I always drink my shake right before I go to a restaurant. It just helps me make smarter decisions. And I never go more than 3 hours without eating, because when I do so, that's when I tend to fall off, right? That's when I get hangry and I make bad decisions. So I try to stay on track by eating every 3 hours. It does help my metabolism. I schedule my workouts in the mornings, also so it can help my metabolism, so I can burn those calories throughout the day. And for a second reason, I'm much of a procrastinator, and if I leave it for the end of the day, everything piles up. I have a ton of excuses and I end up not doing it. So I do my workouts first thing in the morning. You do what works for you, but that is my advice. So hopefully this will clarify all the questions that you may have. If you still have questions after you watch this, make sure that you call your coach. Let them know that what questions you have. Also take your before pictures so that you can track your progress. I know we tend to rely on the scale a lot for that, but pictures tell 1,000 words. So make sure you take pictures. You don't have to show them to anyone, but they are for you to keep track of your own progress. So make sure you call your coach, let them know you watched this video. Tell them which plan you're going to be on, what program you're going to be doing, and let them know how you want them to hold you accountable. We do have the group. The group is amazing, and you should check in every day. There are great tips there, recipes, meal plans, and all that stuff that you're going to need to help you. And the support from other people, just knowing that they're going to similar struggles, that may be what's the missing link for you. I know it was for me. So make sure you're taking time to actually check in the Facebook group or in the Challenge Tracker app, whichever one you decide to use. But keep in contact with your coach. Let them know if you're struggling. Let them know of your success. If you are having a great time with your program, if you're sore, we want to know all those things. So make sure you keep in contact with your coach and let them know everything that's going on. Thank you so much for watching the video. I wish you the best of luck with the program. I am here for your support. You don't have to do anything alone, so I will be messaging you shortly if I'm your coach, and I'm going to help you through the program. Do not fear. You are in great hands. You made a really smart decision to choose Beachbody. I know I've lost 70 pounds altogether with it, so I know if I can do it, you can do it too. So thank you so much for watching the video. We'll be in touch.